天的比赛，也欢迎我们的战术上的吉祥物马吉熊，还有优尼兽。感谢大家，先来跟大家拜个年，新年快乐，龙年喜大运，身体健康，胜利隆中来。延续昨天比赛的气势呢，把我们的主场在农历年前留在我们的主场，拿下今天重要的胜利。希望大家持续来配合我们，用力敲打你们的折扇，回到彰化来的时间，保有我们的热情。希望听到大家的加油声，一起来呐喊一下。老样子，我说梦想家，你们大声的喊加油！准备喽，梦想家，
加油！
梦想家，
加油！
梦想家，
加油！
耶！持续拥有你们最热情的影响力，守住我们的比赛胜利。同时，待会每一颗进球都希望不要吝啬你的声音，给我们的球员们一起来加油，跟着女孩，跟着壮壮一起来应援。谢谢壮壮，谢谢尤尼兽，谢谢马吉熊以及Formosa 60。好了，感谢各位来到我们的现场，我无所惧的加油声，相信场上的大家一起来帮梦想家来应援。我无所惧，我们不怕，把主场的胜利留在我们今天彰化的球场。也谢谢以下的赞助商以及指导单位，也要谢谢我们的贵宾，把掌声借用送给马吉斯轮胎经理室的陈伯嘉协理，来跟我们挥挥手，谢谢对我们的支持。也谢谢马吉斯轮胎行销企划部的苏伟强经理，谢谢您。谢谢以上的指导单位：教育部体育署、彰化县政府、台中市政府、台中市政府运动局、中华民国篮球协会。谢谢支持梦想家的赞助伙伴：海硕集团，值得您信赖的国际海空运物流公司；心享科技，全球货运代理整合性资讯平台；EVO6 电动车充电服务，补电超轻松。Area 02亚洲指标球鞋与潮流交易平台，马吉斯轮胎世界10大轮胎公司，源自彰化的台湾之光，奥迪中部和顺利汽车进化有感而生，联区建设好还要更好，联区建设台旭近60年的肉品专家，提提盐征服法国的台湾面膜，金发家祖传绿豆沙，朝日堂台中聚餐名店，日式烧肉锅煮鸳鸯锅，虎牌冰酿啤酒以及美津浓日本100年运动品牌。谢谢云城资讯企业 IT 整合战术的好伙伴，曼代马莲最好穿的内衣，天天舒服穿。火火烧肉贩卖所，你用烧肉定义美味，我用美味定义烧肉。谢谢风格美学诊所 YCM 全球 AI 科技防梅林导者。谢谢多喝水矿泉水第一领导品牌，以及秀传医疗体系引领国际医疗专业。再次掌声送给他们，谢谢对我们梦想家的支持，一起来加油喽！持续目光锁定在女孩的身上，看向场中。Formosa 60，Let's go girl， 来了！
人还在香港，还在九龙茶馆和棒糖，顺把弹琴一下在西安，我在红川河的堤岸，站在古老神秘的长墙，月光摇摇晃，我用英语跟小贩交谈，突然画面一下就全难，我还在想到底身在何方，和别模样是个花。终于轮我上场，说话差一个后。
掌声加尖叫！精彩的开场 ，Formosa sexy，Thank you girls。正式欢迎客队桃园璞园领航员球员。领航员0号周怡翔，2号陈玉瑞。 Number 5 5号 Kennedy Mix 米克斯，7号乔楚瑜，8号陈宇翰，9号李学林，10号林思伟，25号林正，梁元先发，6号关达佑。 Number 21 21号 Alec Brown 国老，27号张镇阳，42 40号 Jason Washburn 我徐本，69号卢俊祥，两员的球队总教练 Head Coach Venus 助理教练，击球员方的总监杨一峰助理教练，黄启峰、马一红、唐伟杰。 Formosa 梦想家秉持铁血的斗志，打造强悍的战场。梦想家人们，我们汇聚能量，携手一同并肩作战。我们不怕，持续再战，所有挑战我无所惧。Come on, let's welcome Formosa Dreamer。
恐惧来自对未来的不确定。 可能会失误，受伤会不能上场，怕自己不够好，怕努力不被看见，怕状况不好，怕输。但这些其实都发生过了，我们才知道这些曾经的恐惧兑现后，就不再是恐惧，这些都会变成来自过去的助攻。 现在，我们将朝着目标，把这些助攻一球一球投出去。
面对未来的挑战，我无所惧。我们坚持不懈，成为更好的自己，与在座的每位家人携手拿下胜利。我无所惧，我们可以。Are you ready? Let's go, Dreamer!
Just blaze.
Number 3 3号后场指挥官梦想推进器老吴家驹。Number 7 7号体能劲爆的活动篮板伴手人吕耀作。Number 10 10号可切可投的侧翼倾斜。 梦想战花叮叮叮，关好。他们18 18号梦想后场的强力大锁，防守悍将杨胜元。台湾篮坛的传奇射手，Number 21 21号美梦狙击手刀哥Chen号。 Number 24 24号体能劲爆，攻守兼备，西藏航空金沃克。 男人们13号出手就准备命中，那个男人3分代名词吴守伟。男人们42 42号来自德州的野兽，禁区炸弹 Julian Ball。他们 ATA 88号禁区铁壁梦想护盾周国成。And now starting five， 前方。南门传递队23号攻守兼备的梦想元老，台湾伟的Chen。他们派5号来自纽约的全能得分手 Chris Mancaro。维持抗性地图防守兵器 34 34号火锅制造机 Brendan Goldberg。他们传令 A 28号梦想家的后场魔术师全能射手卢冠亮。赛德克狙击手表述跑车 ，Ladies and Gentlemen， 他们11 11号吕旭熙。佛摩萨梦想家总教练 Head Coach 全民 P.LEAGUE 助理教练陈世念、赖柏林，球员发展总监田磊，总经理韩俊凯，双方球员进行最后的热身时间。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. An early 新年快乐, 龙年祥云, Happy New Year, Year of the Dragon from us at the Plus League to you. The Taoyuan Pauian pilots are on the road team against the Formosa Dreamers from Taoyuan County Stadium. The Dreamers, after snapping their 5-game losing streak, welcome in a Plus League inaugural opponent in the Pilots. The first time the Pilots are here to play since that 5-game first-round series that they played against each other. After yesterday's 2 games here at the Plus League standings, the Dreamers trail the #1 Kings by a half game with a chance to take back the top spot with a win this afternoon. The Braves are back at 500 with a 1-point loss last night to the 6th-place Steelers thanks to Wang Liuxiang. Pilots currently occupy the last playoff spot with a slight lead over the Lioneers. On their Mandarin broadcast, it's Xiaohu, Hu Jingqi, and Eddie 张耀宗。球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要听小胡跟耀宗的讲评，直接按了中的连接。谢谢你的收看，记得 Plus 的转播都要按赞。So the Pilots have not had a English broadcast for a little bit since January 16th, where they beat the Lioneers at home on a Tuesday night. They last took a loss on Sunday at the Braves, 106-83. Washburn hurt his finger in the second quarter, and the game was blown open in the second half. On the pregame interviews, we had Jerry Tobolton for the Dreamers talk about his role with the team and how yesterday's game progressed.
他是属于一种比较暖男的特质啊，因为他很愿意去跟球员沟通，然后来聆听球员的意见，然后他本身也是比较细心的。那他在一些战术部署上，或是球队阵容的配置上，他都会来聆听我们球队上的球员的一些意见。对，我觉得其实主要是因为今年的洋将制度的改变，让我的上场的时间比较没有那么固定。但就是平常训练都有在正常训练，所以说真的也没有什么比较特别的感觉啊。 对啊，我觉得他特色就是一个蛮强力的一个攻击手。那其实，在球队战术设计上面，就会有几个点是做在他的身上。那以教练的部署来讲，我就是把我自己的工作做好。其实不管是马布尔或是其他的本土的前锋，就是其实路线都是一样的。然后其实也并没有什么比较特别，只要把这路线做到好就好。
周伯成 sharing that Coach Jamie Perlman is open to the players' thoughts, and when it comes to strategy or practices, he wants to hear from the players. A very detailed head coach. And as for his own playing time, with the import change rules, his time has been reduced, but he's been practicing the same, so he himself doesn't feel necessarily anything different. And then lastly, the choice of Devin Marble in some of their rotations, saying he's a very strong offensive player, but him and all the other local wings have kind of the same lanes. And so, you know, role-wise, everyone's just trying to do their part. The Dreamers did have a game where their imports only scored 30 points and had the lowest field goal percentage of the season. We'll see if that can improve in today's affair. On the other side, a native of Zhanghua, Lin Ziwei, was interviewed pre-game. His mother sitting in the crowd behind the pilot's bench on our side of the floor. Asked about watching basketball from this arena and the recent stretch where he's been able to play a lot more.
其实就是一直以来都有在准备自己，然后在场下，不管你是有没有上场也好，就是在场下的时候可能会去关注场上发生的事情，然后去让自己融入比赛当中。就是其实也没有做什么特别的，就是心理建设，就可能我觉得已经准备好要随时可以上到球场上这样，然后帮助球队，所以就是很开心吧，就是已经偶尔有一点出赛机会，对对对。当然就是以前国中的时候有来这边看过 SBL 的球赛，然后那时候就想说，在球场上看到这些老大哥们在场上奔驰，就想说，会不会有一天自己也可以在这个球场上打球？然后就没想到今天回来就是回忆满满啊，就是一进到那个球场走廊，我就觉得，我之前还在这里跟那个球员拍照啊，跟群哥拍照啊，然后想说，现在自己又在这个地方，就希望可以有好的一些表现，然后表现给那个彰化的球迷看，这样。
Lin Ziwei, or Wayne, is a native of Zhanghua, joined by 3 others in the Plus League. Ling Jingbang, Yang Sengyan, who is a dreamer, and Chen Guanquan, whereas number 14 Winston Taiwotan went to Zhanghua Sida, where this stadium's campus is located on, saying that he's been preparing himself this whole time, but been trying to learn from watching from the bench, as the Pilots roster is a little shorter, so you need to be ready to go to play. And the second question was asked about getting the assignment of guarding Hai Fubo or Fiber with the Lioneers. He shared that just trying to accomplish the goal that the coach has set for him, the same attitude really towards any game regardless of his assignment. Then as for playing here at home, in middle school he shared he used to watch SBL games from the stadium, and he had all the memories flood back when he walked through the hallways, remembering taking pictures with the players, and wants to put on a good showing. On screen is Bai Chen, the Pilot's starting point guard, who's going to be sidelined with that wrist injury. So he was actually doing rehab work with Jason Washburn. Well, Washburn is good to go for this game with that left pinky finger injury. Well, since we haven't seen the Pilots on the English broadcast for a little bit, let's kind of recap things before the game is tipped off. They started the season only with 1 win and 5 losses. 3 of them, of course, came to the Red Hot Kings to start the season, and their last loss was against the Dreamers of that stretch. Then they have won 7 of the last 11, but have not played the Dreamers and Kings. And so, in a funny twist of scheduling fate, they will actually play those 2 teams alternating for the next 4 matchups on their season schedule. The 3 officials for today's game, Meng Mingsen, Chen Taohong, and Yang Zixian from left to right. And let's get to the starters also from left to the right, starting with the pilots. It's Alec Brown, Jason Washburn, Mayo Zhang Zhenyang, Killer Guan Dayou, and Justin Lu Junxiang. And on the Dreamer side, same starters from yesterday's game, Gilbeck, McCullough, Aji, Kenny Chen, and Ryan Lu Guanliang. Dreamers in preparation for the Lunar New Year's, also wearing their red jerseys, and the pilots will be wearing their white set. 5 out of the last 6 games, the pilots have gone with this trio. Anthony Lawrence not active for today, but Meeks next to him is getting the start off the bench. Jason Washburn and Alec Brown, the selections. The last time Lawrence played was January 14th in the loss to the Steelers. Mavis Tires is the title sponsor for this theme weekend. The Dreamers will be attacking the basket to your right, and the pilots the basket to your left. And a tip violation. Maybe we should throw up the tips a little higher. But this time it's the Dreamers will start with the basketball. So Ling Junji in the start yesterday had 20 points, mostly attacking in the mid-range, guarded by Guan Dayou. Both of those guys rookies in the inaugural Plus League year, and he knocks down an easy first. I guess not an easy first, but that's kind of the impression he's giving us. Guan Dayou, interestingly enough, was a rookie in 2020, and he only played 19 minutes here in Changhua. Lu Zhixiang's jump shot is missed as Brown flips it to a Dreamer, but not in all that much of a hurry, as there's cross matchups. Aji stripped from the side, there's a whistle. Not optimalistically aligned defensively. Aji working his way right, and then a skip pass to Kenny Chen. He'll let it fly, and it's in. Good sign for the Dreamers. Kenny on the other side is guarding Justin Lu Zhixiang as a bad pass by Brown. Gilbeck pushing him out of the way and will get the lay-in. Kenny Chen has made a 1-3 in each of the last 4 games, as Washburn with a swish on the turnaround. Missing at the rim as Gilbeck cleans up the mess. An early 9-2 start for the Dreamers. The Pilots have not done well against the dribble penetration backdoor, as Mayo had that one affected, and it looks like contact with the basket or the backboard will result in interference. Guan Dayou, from that first season, got the nickname of Killer from the imports, as an easy alley-oop to Gilbeck. The Dreamers are playing on a back-to-back, but look nice and fresh as Justin goes backdoor. No help defense provided by the Dreamers there. Ryan. A little shovel pass to Aji, flipping down to Gilbeck and stopped at the rim. It was a mismatch as Brown fires away. And Lu Guanliang had his toes on the sideline. So just like the Pilots, the Dreamers turned it over kind of in the same corner as there you see the back door. They're going to be putting a lot of defensive attention on Justin. But the Pilots always love to run that motion and have something backdoors. Killer gets into a little bit of trouble. And Washburn can't get off a pass or a shot. He coughs it up. Now McCullough will give it a try, and a beautiful swish. Yesterday, Brisk was only 4 for 16 from the field. Justin will try from the top of the key, and he got it. Achi will try from deep himself as Justin will come down with the board. Wan Dayo, Zhang Zhenyang, shot fake, side dribble three, in and out. Big hook pass as McCullough puts it on the deck, then fires away. One thing that both of these teams are is rather strong defensive rebounding team, at least percentage-wise, as there's a foul. Washburn trying to get a position against McCullough on the block. So having rested yesterday, Julian Boyd is in action. He'll be joined by Walco and Hayden. As you can imagine, Coach Perlman will have a little bit more rotation when it comes to the personnel on the floor, but on the Pilot side, they've been dealing with their injuries, and I don't know if that's the case. Quick catch and shoot from Brown in the corner, got his own miss, and will finish at the cup. Ryan working with McCullough. Flipping out to Walker. He had 22 points to lead the Dreamers yesterday. Pilots do a pretty good job matching up as McCullough. That jumper's missed, and Walco unchecked to Boyd, and he gets the one-handed hammer. A little bit of life in this building as the lead is back up to 6. Trying to get the cross screen for Washburn as Zhang Zhenyang gets it to Killer. He's gonna make the close one. Had McCullough in his face. Quickly the other way, it's Hayden Wu Jiajun, the former Pilot. Came over in a trade with number 7 Manimal. He'll give the 3 a try. Yesterday on the game, the Dreamers were 13 for 37 from beyond the arc as Washburn fakes one way and misses the little push shot close to the rim. Quickly the other way, Ryan in transition overshoots it. Well, I bring up that stat to say they are not shooting so proficiently yet as unchecked, Washburn, a little right-handed dunk. It's been quite a fast pace so far in this one. Halfway through the first quarter, we're sitting at a combined 30 points. Trying to catch the Pilots cross matched up as Boyd will go to the middle move. But that jumper was way off. Trying to go front door this time, and Lu Jingxiang with a nice reverse layup, and that'll tie it up. Randall Walco playing tough. He'll get the and one. Beating Zhang Zhenyang to the rim. our first break of the game. Be back after this.
中场时间，我们的马吉斯晋级大挑战，还可以获得由马吉斯轮胎提供的惊喜好礼。有没有梦想家人想跟我们一起大晋级的？好，仲仲就负责那边，我就负责这边哦。好，
声音大声一点，
二楼的观众朋友们，
好吗？这里有声音吗？
二楼的球迷朋友有没有想要参加的？让我看到你们的手好不好？
还是这里有声音？
这边的观众
好像有够大声。
有没有人想要下来一起玩游戏的？有。中间有吗？中间的观众偏冷静啊。这边呢？这边好像蛮热情的。好，来喽。
好球。
好，谢谢大家。
Like the stream for a little New Year's good luck. Get another look at the and one by Randall Walko. Looks kind of held from the front there, and then a little push from behind as well. And then previously it was him combining with Julian Boyd for that second chance score. So far on the game, sitting at 18 points are the Dreamers, and with the first free throw trip of the afternoon. After yesterday, despite winning the game by 21 points, it was another affair where the Dreamers missed 10 free throws. Though comedically, it was mostly Brandon Gilbeck in the third quarter, and they still had second chances after those misses. Randall Walko try to get things off right with the Dreamers at the charity stripe. On the Pilot side, substitution to get number 0, Zoe Xiang, and some early minutes for Ryan Li Xueling as Washburn gets the close one. I think it was one of those cross screen plays they like to run. Li Xueling was a former Dreamer. As Boyd kicks it to Gilbeck, he'll go for three, and I don't know if he touched anything as Washburn in the middle of the fast break. Cross matched up, Gilbeck at least force Justin to pick up the dribble as Meeks will be off the mark with his first try. Walko creating a little bit of space, double team, shovels the pass as Gilbeck finishes it with two. It's a simple two-man game off ball. The Pilots were a step behind. Zoe Xiang to Washburn, who's stopped on the baseline, and the counter move is made on the right hook. Scoring is definitely an important thing for the Pilots, as is all teams in the sport of basketball. But for them, the splits are pretty clear. When they're able to get more than 92 points on the game, as Zoe Xiang got his back turned. They are 6 wins and 1 losses. 1 loss, I guess. There's no losses to just one. Let's get another look at Gilbeck setting that down screen, and then Walko finding him, knowing that his defender needed a little help to keep pace. Aji's back in action, along with Wu Jiajun. Getting a ball screen from Gilbeck as he slips underneath Washburn's block. Zoe Xiang flipping it to Meeks, but is on the deck and is stripped. But the other way, it was a double dribble, they say. You might want to take another look at that one. Get another look. Splitting to the left hand. And it may not be the cleanest dribble, I'll say that. The other way, it's Li Shirling with a lay-in. So we're turning to, we kind of say old stomping ground. Li Shirling is a more, we call experienced player in the Plus League. Gilbeck going with the up and under. But the other way as Boyd jumped the pass, but could not collect the basketball. So previously it was Achi who just caught Jason Washburn a little bit off beat there. Over the top pass as Brown is back into the action. A deep shot from Taoyuan is clanked, and Brown's long arms gets the ricochet. So a chance for the Pilots again to get back up as the Dreamers show a little bit of a zone. Trailing a running shot, that's no good, but Meeks in an advantageous position. Whistle on the baseline as Meeks now goes at a referee a second time and is teed up. That'll be, funny enough, the 5th foul on the quarter so far against the Pilots. Taking the technical is Achi. So it's a situation where it won't result in bonus free throws yet. It'll be a baseline out of bounds. Kind of in trouble on the inbound as Taoyuan jumps in there, and there's a foul. Now look at Taoyuan anticipating the pass, and just a little bit of a brush of the elbow on the nose. You really can't call that an offensive foul. But funny enough, in the preseason, Chairman Lee of the Pauian organization told the team he'd love to see this youth movement. But at least for a small window here in game 53, they have two of the older vets who are both new additions to the team between Li Shirling and Taoyuan. There's Taoyuan with Wako in front of him. Meeks slipped the hand and then in with a shot for his first score of the game. Meanwhile, looks like an illegal screen as Gilbeck and Perlman have an exchange on their sideline. There you see he's not exactly square with his body. maybe trying to avoid the punishment for such a contact, but then he's exaggerating it too, which probably is not to the pleasure of the referees. As Taoyuan, he's fouled at the rim. Gilbeck was coming over to the help. Walko looks like the man who's trying to keep pace underneath. There's a left hand in and kind of just beat him timing-wise. Taoyuan at the line. Former Steeler, but came over in the trade. Way off with that first free throw. Goes 1 for 2 so far on the season. Only 3 of 22 from the field. The very first game he played as the Pilot in Xinzhuang, he sustained a hamstring injury. Kind of been dealing with that ever since, as Boyd is fouled. It's going to be on Taoyuan, his second. He's getting to start off the bench. So number 42, Boyd. Out of San Antonio, Texas. Averaging 17.7 points per game on the season. Was with the Dreamers 2 seasons ago, and this year is his first time playing in Zhanghua. As is Gilbeck, as is McCullough. All returning Dreamers imports. Putting on the pressure against Brown on the outside. Crowded up top as Taoyuan slips with the foot, slips it behind his head for a turnover, and Brown, kind of a take foul before the Dreamers can get going. Now it's Brown trying to get clarification from Caminos about how to run the offense. Well, a second trip to the line for Boyd, and that one taking a rattle, but it's in. Today, colorful socks, but they're matching. Thought that was a superstition of his. For example, Randall Walko and him have this friendly competition about their sock game. Meeks will try a deep shot, and that one's flushed. Ball on the deck as Taoyuan putting up ahead, and Kenny Chen brushing it out of bounds on the sidelines. And Doug Creighton will come onto the game for the first time. But meanwhile, on the Pilot sideline, has been no movement since the 6-minute mark. Brown on the catch and shoot, no good. Oh, only about 2-second shot clock, game clock difference, but the Dreamers want to make it more than a 1-point margin. Gilbeck coming up for the screen, but Hayden given plenty of space. Now going right with a little fadeaway, got it. But time will expire as the Pilots can't inbound the ball. They find themselves down by 3 here on the road in their return to Zhanghua County Stadium. The Dreamers at home want to make it 2 in a row.
掌声送给马吉熊啊，相当的灵活。发礼物给大家喽！
双手举起来！
我们要来发我们的跑得快套餐法大炸鸡，来跟我们用力送完黑白券啊！疯狂黑白券，来了，剪刀石头，黑白券，跟着女生配，
黑白
券同学，黑白券，跟着女生配，黑白券，跟着女生配，
有义务吗？
黑白券，跟着女生配。好了，
恭喜！再来一个，
送他，来，请你吃我们法大炸鸡的跑得快套餐。
好，跟小朋友好不好？啊，直接给，可以，很赞。有吗 ？OK， 都送出去了吗？
好，我们第2节准备开始了，让大家继续帮梦想家加油。
是的，加油！
谢谢丹尼，谢谢壮壮，再次感谢马吉斯跟梦想家合作来举行主题周，在环廊区呢有马吉斯的摊位。掌声送给马吉熊啊，相当的灵活。
League YouTube channel to get to 300,000. So if I remember correctly, it used to be a red button, but now it's all gray and white. We need it. Looks like Coach Jamie Perlman will stick with the same 5, but bringing McCullough in. Meanwhile, for the Pilots, the Xueling is gonna come out with Chen Yurui and Justin, along with Brown and Washburn. Justin in some trouble as they swing it around. Taoyuan will try and got it. Game tied up at 31. Now Taoyuan knocking Gilbeck over for the first foul of the quarter, as now Coach Caminos will go to some of the starting guards. Guan Daoyou and Zhang Zhenyi, as some words were exchanged on the floor. Zhang Zhenyi trailing Doug, as Guan Daoyou is supposed to guard Hayden, but a series of screens later, and they leave McCullough open. Team rebounding there for the Pilots. Little handoff to Zhang Zhenyi as they go to the basket with the pass on the rim and a turnover. Now handoff game for the Dreamers, as Hayden into the painted area. Another mid-range jumper. But I gotta remind myself, in this building, it's not a painted area. Brown, a little mid-range is too strong, but again, goes after his own board. So Washburn from the top of the key will give it a try. Hayden with a step. Getting it back, and they gamble, leaving Doug Creighton open from the left side. The big bounce, 2, and out. So scoring has not been as easy in this start of the second quarter. Brown, no good. The shooting form has been better, but has not been there for him in this one. Guanyang will flip it up to Gilbeck, a little bit off mark as he finally managed to put it up and in. On the curl, Justin will fire away, no. Pilots are one of the weaker shooting three-point teams. In fact, 6th in the league at only 27.4%. The Dreamers one spot ahead at 29.7. It's so far playing out that way. Pass too strong as Gilbeck wanted to get the front position. Luguanyang tried to get the overpass. Justin, fake pass, and Washburn will get the bucket. A bonus free throw coming up. That time it was a 2-man game where Justin was patient and the chance popped up after a second beat. And there you see Hayden working into his range as Gilbeck almost think that the Pilots kind of cleared out the space intentionally. There you see the first move and waiting a beat. The window was still there. So Washburn, 6th in the plus league in terms of points per game now. 20.3. You kind of wonder how that pinky will affect them. Hockey's checked back in the game. Gilbeck handoff to McCullough as switched on to Washburn, and this time he knocks it down. Nailing a deep shot, that will be 3. Backdoor to Justin, going to the other side, and wow, a big reverse layup with the left hand. Assist to Washburn. Aji in some trouble, but too many hands, they call a foul. Looks like it's on Justin there. More substitutions for the Dreamers as you get another look at a classic fake handoff, which turns into a wheel route. If your center's got a good enough eye and willing to try, that pass could be there, and the scoring chance, well, albeit through a difficult Gilbeck contest, as this time they force a 5-second inbounding violation. An alley-oop as Washburn's pass off the top of the backboard, but somehow becomes a Alec Brown fortuitous shot. Talk about struggles on a shooter. Brown so far only a 1 for 7. Now switched on to Aji as McCullough gets through the middle, flip back to Boyd. He blows it at the rim. Player goes down as there's a foul. Washburn and Doug. Referees thought it was a little bit hot, but the two of them were okay. Definitely just looks violent because Doug initially fouled with kind of that elbow hold off, then he swiped down. But probably feels very odd for the referees to see a player foul twice in the play. different layers of distractions going on at the angled concourse behind me. Aji, that pass was deflected as he's got at least Guan Dayo picked out of bounds, making up for a little bit of a mistake there. Brown off of a shot attempt leaves it way short. Might have had Washburn rolling to the basket there as a deep pass was not deep enough for Guan Dayo. Kenny Chen bumping with the body, result in Justin's free throws. And it seems like the Dreamers want to talk it over. We're tied up at 38. Back after this.
马吉斯的突袭任务来了，看到荧幕上面的 QR code， 赶快拿起你的手机，拿起来扫描到我们马吉斯的官方社群，按赞追踪，并且在这一则的贴文下方留言，回答我接下来问题的答案，就有机会获得由马吉斯提供的品牌精美礼物。好，问题来了，本场首位得分的梦想家球员是谁？这一场比赛首位得分的梦想家球员是谁？好，来提示好了，是本土，是后卫，是本土，是后卫。好，再重复一次问题哦。本场比赛首位得分的梦想家球员是谁呢？赶快拿起你的手机扫描。
The last East Asia Super League regular season game is the Braves hosting Anyang on Wednesday, February 7th, right before we break for the Lunar New Year's. More shenanigans with the Dreamers and Maxis mascot, excuse me. The biggest storyline for me in the post-game presser was actually learning that in the Dreamers locker room at halftime, their coaching staff, led by Jamie Pullman, kind of laid into the team a little bit more, as we learned in the post-game. And it ended up working out as they held the Kings to only 26 points in the second half. I wonder if this timeout might wake them up a little bit. There's been a lot of turnovers so far in this stretch. It's about the 8:30th mark. Wu Zhixiang only 1 for 2. Randall Walko pressured by Justin on the perimeter as Aji gets killer Guan Dayo head turned around. Pass down to Boyd as finding a little bit of space down low. Killer and Washburn on the sideline as it's going to be an offensive foul. Looks like Guan Dayo should have took the screen instead of rejecting it and going sideline where he got into some trouble. There you see the pass, Goldilocks. There you see hitting Aji with the elbow. Looks like Caminos is assisting there as a fourth referee. Zhang Zhengyao will head off for Zhou Yixiang. Walko driving kick. Boyd giving a lot of space. Quickly pushing up ahead as Washburn will find Justin all alone, and they reach to the hands. They say a foul, but maybe things just happened a little too fast. Getting a look from the angled camera. Definitely looked like he put hand on basketball first. Two personal for Kenny, 4 on the team. Now it's Meeks on the block. His left foot's his pivot foot as he tries the fadeaway. Nobody checks Achi as he delivers it to Boyd. To Kenny, back to Achi. That time Justin looked like guessing mostly correct. Achi there going against the screen. And kind of just running into the chest of Justin there. Grounds in for Washburn. Boyd left wide open again, taking on Meeks. No call as it was legal defense as Schierling almost turned it over. Justin flipping off the hands of Walko. Might have been a little too aggressive there. Taoyuan was not in the corner, but on the wing. So with 16 seconds left, Pilots will try to take the lead here. Justin got in some trouble with Kenny's hands on the basketball. Flinging up a wild shot. Not good offensive sequence for the Pilots. Achi putting it up for a miss, got his own board, and this time runs into, was it Brown? And this time it's the Pilots who want to talk it over. Well, there could have been a number of players down there. Well, listening in on the Pilots timeout.
You see now, Luca, go like this. He don't want to finish, he wants to go. So, from the moment that we go the week, he everybody more. And next time, you can break and go. It's a problem to pass, okay? So let's go to be really good, understanding this. If they stick and go the middle like this, one step in, okay? Hold on, salida before. Look, when it's like this, when you are like this in the screen, don't fight over, go under. Go under. If we go fight over here, we go left. We try to go under and put in front, okay? Offense. We play one, but we go like this. We go, Alex. I want Sean having the ball. Mix here. When we are playing this, okay, go to play this screen, pop, and you keep running the baseline. Okay, keep screening this, pop, or you play together, okay? Go, go.
Maybe you give credit to the Dreamers, as the Pilots have been looking all kind of out of sorts on the offensive end, whether it's introducing new personnel to the mix or they've been denied kind of the sets that they want to be running. The spacing has been quite often. That last possession was just Justin dribbling the timeout. Where we left off, Achi will have 2 free throws. Good with the first. He's been averaging 15 points per game. So far, 6-2 in this one. Also working on that 77% free throw percentage so far on the season. Cross screen for Meeks. As Taoyuan kind of runs into him. Trying to play tough, but stopped. And looks like the basketball hits the bottom side of the hoop. Will stay with the Pilots. Would be a pretty good eye from the referee. It looked like it indeed it touched something on the basket support. 5 seconds left. Justin stepping back on Kenny Chen and a pure. Justin now with 12 points on the game, and that ties it up once again. And now looks like an illegal screen by Boyd. Another look at the space that Justin was able to create against Kenny. So both teams now in the bonus with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock. This time fouled as Lu Guanliang fresh into the game. His second personal. Off to the right with that one, Taoyuan. I look up on the board. So far, only 1 point. And it'll stay at 1 and miss the same spot. Kenny Chen will get a catch and shoot and airmails it. Justin picked it up off the deck. Keeping his dribble, the Schilling in a weird spot in the paint as Dreamers good defensive pressure. Quick fire deep shot from Taoyuan as Boyd will start a break for the Dreamers in the middle of 3 Pilots. No good as Meeks bumps Kenny and an offensive foul. We're dangerously close to the restricted area, but that's 2 fast break misses from our 2 teams here. You see he was out of the restricted area, in fact. But got knocked all the way through to the baseline. So on one hand, it was Boyd not able to finish with power. On the other side, it's Meeks who tried to choose a finesse move and just got himself in trouble. So with less than 3 minutes to go, still tied at 42 as Aji tries a step back of his own. It crawls in. Aji, despite being one of the most dead-eye shooters in the Plus League, has really loved that mid-range recently. Flare screen for Brown and still off. Gilbeck's clearing the lane for McCullough, who tries a deep one. Little dodgeball won by the native from the Bronx. Maybe they played that on the black top. You see Schierling did a good job cutting off the lane, but Aji had a great counter. So Washburn's in. Now a catch and shoot, connects. It's Aji giving the Dreamers a 5-point lead. Again, a pin down for Alec, changing into a two-man game as Justin passes it off of a Dreamer. Got less than 2 minutes to go on the game. Get another look at the misdirection and somehow leaving the best Dreamer shooter open. Justin, he'll try to on the curl. Ball getting away, and they say off of a Dreamer. Timeout on the floor with 1 minute 39 left. Dreamers up by 47 to 42. As they're going to talk it over.
No, rest up. We made a mistake. I don't care. I don't care the mistake. Let's go to the next. Offense. Offense. We go on two. On two. Alex. Jason. Sean. This corner. Justin. Look. On two. They chase on him. If you don't have the pass on him, Justin, go to the back door. Option shown. Okay. They have to help here. We have catch and shoot, we say. Okay? Hey! Defense! 1 fucking minute! No any one-on-one is. We look at what we say, yeah, we are good. Okay, and look! I don't get any mistake. Don't stop. Keep playing. Go!
So far on the season, the Dreamers have only defeated the Pilots one time, and the Pilots have only lost to the Dreamers one time. Back on December 16th in Taoyuan, 85-69. It was the Pilots' lowest scoring game and lowest field goal percentage game on the season at 28.5%. Their next lowest was 80 points versus the Lioneers. But don't feel too bad, because the very next night, the Kings were handed their first loss of the season to the Pilots when they were pretty much at full strength. Funny enough, that game was the only time former Dreamer Anthony Tucker came off the bench in the Plus League. So out of the timeout, Justin, a deep two. That one's halfway down and out. Working with Jason Washburn there. Aji feeling it, but that's off target as Gilbeck will again do a little bit of window work. Dreamers lead now up to 7. Justin taking the bump, and it'll be free throws. He's doing a good job keeping his dribble alive, as now Gilbeck, his second personal. There you see he's trying to slide, but doesn't exactly get the best angle, and so he kind of clips Justin there instead of kind of meeting him chest to chest or chest to shoulder. Gilbeck's chest, offensive player's shoulder, that is. Would be illegal otherwise. Off the line, short. Justin is 1 point shy of Washburn for the lead on the Pilot side of things. He does make the adjustment, as Taoyuan will take his place. Definitely looks pretty gassed out there. Less than a minute to go. Aji and Gilbeck on a side. Rejecting the screen, getting into the reverse, and an easy make for Ling Junqi. Just no help at all from the pilots. Now Zhou Yixiang given an easy opening there, and he drills it. Wu Guanliang took a spill on the play. With a now 3-second shot clock, game clock difference. The last time they had a Hayden fadeaway. 12 seconds to go. Gilbeck screams they got to switch. A straight shot inside and an easy dunk. Probably the worst defensive call so far of the game by the pilots. Zhou Yixiang lets it go with time on the clock and good enough to put it on the rim. And time will expire, curiously enough. 53-46 is the score heading into halftime in this matchup between the Dreamers and Pilots.
没错，而且又有台总加码啦。
啊，是的。
好，我们先抽出2位幸运的梦想家人，等等在中场休息结束前，可以到我们的场中来玩我们的梦想高尔夫，就有机会可以把10万块带回家哦。
10万块，好想带走。
好，我们先抽出第1位。好，第1位。名字杨世庆，杨世庆，手机末3码650，蓝2区8排1号，蓝2区8排1号，
蓝2区8排1号，跟我们说好，你好，记得现在赶快上来，有机会让你得到10万元。
好，来我们的第2位，好，第2位座位在2楼红4区。2楼红4区4排3号，4排3号，红4区。
4排3号的朋友，你们在吗？要在现场哦。
来喽，2楼红4区4排3号。
哎，好像不在哦，第2声。
好，有吗？有吗？好。
在吗？在吗？在哪里 ？OK， 好，赶快下来。
好，赶快下来。好，今天台总再加码，我们再抽1位。
哇，所以今天有可能送出30万。
最多的话是没错。好，来第3位，座位看不清楚。好，但名字林廷化，林廷化，末3码698，698。
在哪里？
哦，对啊，有了有了，好，
恭喜！先来我们场边休息一下，待会最后3分钟留给你们，有机会得到我们今天的梦想10万。好的，
接下来我们要抽我们要念我们马吉斯突袭任务，已经选出我们的获奖者啦。好，第1位萧佑全，萧佑全。第2位简艺玲，简艺玲。
简艺玲。
第3位 Eric 曾，Eric 曾。好，获奖者请在今天赛事结束前到我们梦想服务处领取由马吉斯提供的精美礼物哦。
是的，记得要去领取哦，由马吉斯提供。
好，接下来终于要来我们的中场游戏啦！
哇，非常累人的中场游戏。
是的，我们的马吉斯进行。
Welcome to halftime here in Zhanghua County Stadium. Tonight at 5 p.m., the Liners are playing the Braves at Heping Gymnasium. On the Mandarin broadcast is Xiao Hu and Eddie Zhang Yaozong. I'm Ryan Chen, taking care of you guys on the English broadcast side of things here. The first half highlights as we kind of walk you through the broadcaster's observations so far of the half. Despite starting Guan Dayou, Zhang Zhenyang, and Justin Lu Junxiang, the most curious thing from the pilot side is having Zhou Yixiang and Li Xueling, former Dreamer, basically rotating all of their bench rotation minutes as a backcourt duo. A very different change from before, as Li Xueling barely had any play, and Zhou Yixiang only played when healthy, battling his hamstring injuries. Meanwhile, on the Dreamer side, a little bit more conventional rotation for them, and in fact, a lot of substitutions, considering they're playing a second game on a back-to-back. Have Julian Boyd in there in place of Devin Marble. And so far in the game, Brandon Gilbeck's been their most productive offensive player, even ahead of Aji by just a little bit. Especially an example is that final play of the first half, where he and Aji had a simple ball screen and the Pilots switched everything but didn't help, resulted in an easy dunk. And that's after the end of the first quarter, where Hayden had a one-on-one fadeaway jumper, and that meant the Dreamers executed twice for 2 baskets before the end of these periods. And that's really helped and lead them to this 7-point lead, because otherwise the Pilots have been playing decently well as well, while leaving a number of missed free throws out there on the line. So far only 6 for 11, whereas coming into the game we were talking about the Dreamers having struggles from the line, and Aji proving once again that the ball in his hands for even an extended period of time is not even a bad thing for the Dreamer side. We'll go to break before our second segment after this.
好，现在微微落后，微微落后，来，go，
好，回来最后一个，
加油，来，由你受海带拳，
找马击球，新年自拍3连拍，
海带好赢了，
这里手机，
加油，来
自己3连拍，
发放5个，
快点哦，1，
红包给梦想家人，并收到5句不同的吉祥话，
来，到底，之后去拿球到罚球线。来，赶快到发球线！
吉祥话！
投篮加油！再一次！加油！慢慢来，时间是你的。
好，龙年行大运 OK， 好运龙年来！
再一个！
来，再一个！
加油！
好，龙年行大运 OK， 好，赶快运到底线！
这个！
我们那边好像在发球的时候卡关了，
赶快回来！
好，发球，那边发球卡关了，
加油！
慢慢来，发球 ，OK， 好，骑着响，哇，
可差一点点，
就差一点点，你们那边罚球是不是罚蛮久的？
罚蛮久，卡关差1秒之差，
差一点，来，你刚刚罚了几球？5球都没进，有点可惜。
是的。
好，恭喜我们的获胜者可以获得由我们马吉斯准备的品牌精美礼物。
是的，恭喜你获得马吉斯提供的精美礼物。
但是另外一位也可以获得由梦想家准备的小礼物啦，恭喜！
是的，恭喜！
好，我们准备来进行合照喽，看一下前方摄影机，来1、2、3，可以当1、2、3。好，谢谢2位，
恭喜！
好，恭喜2位。好，等一下最后1分半钟。
是，但是今天有3位，要不要给他们2分钟？
给他们2分钟好。
给他们2分钟，今天加码多1位，对不对？给他们多1分钟，有10万块的加码机会。
没有问题。
好，希望今天10万块能真的送出去。
好，希望，好不好？
希望大家在龙年的时候真的能红包加码。
哇，这个加的很大包。
加很大包。
On Tuesday night, Kings Steelers from Xinzhuang for a little Tuesday night basketball to send us off to the break. On the Plus League side of things, let's lead things off with the Pilots leading scorers with Washburn and Justin tied at 13 apiece. Meeks has 5, Sean has 4, and Taoyuan with a made three-pointer. Early in the game, there's a couple of backdoors open for the Pilots as the Dreamers wanted to deny Lu Junxiang a lot of these catches, but one-time front door, that time front door before his back door. And Gilbeck still providing some good resistance defensively, but if you give it another beat, maybe you can find another opportunity. On the other side, the Pilots might need to focus a little bit more on the duo of Gilbeck and Aji, leading the Dreamers with 16 and 14 points apiece. Boyd with 7 and McCullough with 6. And for the Dreamer side, they've also utilized Gilbeck instead of handoff, but more of a screening game. And there you see, it was kind of a feigned Spain pick and roll that resulted in an easy dunk. And the dunk before the end of the half, or on a simple pick and roll, they don't communicate other switches. There's the combined team stats as our colleagues at FTV have reset the stats machine. And the three-point shooting has not been prolific, but not been awful, knock on wood. We'll come back in a few minutes for the start of the second half.
好的，最后2分15秒，我们今天的梦想10万元，今天加码到3位，有没有机会在今天可以把10万元给送回家呢？
真的是梦想高尔夫，推进了就有梦想，完成你的梦想。好。
好的，那这次呢，因为今天加码3个人，我们有一个新的规则，就是谁先进10万就是谁的哦。所以你们3个人剪刀石头布一下，谁先来剪刀石头布？快点！谁先进就会把10万拿走，所以剪刀石头布。好，按照顺序吗？哦，刚才有抽的。OK， 好，1、2、3，来，请。
有没有看到远远的那个？就是那个洞。好，推进那个洞，10万就是你的。好，准备好了就可以出发了。
Let's go！ 1、2、3，梦想 Golf 加油！
哦。
just about a minute before the start of the second half here in game 53 of the Plus League regular season. Giving another chance with the full court putt-putt. And need a lot more velocity than that. That's not even going to make it to the next free throw line. The Pilots find themselves down by 7 points after the first half of play, and one of their problems is they only score 8.8 fast break points per game, which is lowest in the league, and last season it had the slowest pace, that is 87.8, and it's up to 90.6, but only the Steelers are slower. And I bring that up because perhaps they need to find some more easier scores out there on the floor playing against the Dreamers, who are pretty stingy on defense at home. For the Pilots wearing white, looks like they'll have the same starters with Meeks in place of Brown. And on the Dreamer side, it's Walko in place of Lu Guanliang. Dreamers in the first half had 10 assists, but also 10 turnovers. Aji gets in the mid-range and misses it off glass as Meeks can't secure the rebound before stepping out of bounds. Another chance for the Dreamers. Gilbeck and Walko immediately on the handoff play as Killer spoils that. In fact, looking at the Pilots roster, Guan Dayo is the only remaining, besides his teammate Ling Zhen, remaining teammates who played here in Zhanghua from that inaugural season. Justin avoids the traffic, but then runs into Tremble as Walko and Kenny, a little 2-on-1, up and under. Nice move by Kenny Chen with the reverse layup. Now it's Aji guarding Justin as they go to the hoop. Washburn, he'll get a reverse. Now Kenny with Meeks guarding. Out to Walko, he'll fire away. Ball right back to him with the runner. And this time it's Meeks who plays the positioning game a little better. The block out was good. Justin slips it to Washburn. Dream shake. And will miss the roll. McCullough and Gilbeck trying to get out of each other's way. One-legged jump shot for McCullough is going to be hit out of bounds for the Pilots. Get another look at Kenny Chen beating Zhang Zhenya at the rim with a very fancy finish. We've seen that from him plenty in all the years he's been with the Dreamers. Zhang Zhenya on the skip pass, can't get it back. Despite starting the game, Zhang Zhenya right now held to just a 2-pointer on the game. as they leave Aji wide open. But on the cross matchup, Gilbeck and Walko on the other side. That'll make it a 9-point lead as Meeks tries to go to work on McCullough and kind of just surprised everyone there. They had 2 tall Dreamers inside and he still found some daylight. Now Aji on the screen, hooks it to Kenny, going to the hoop to Gilbeck, and a beautiful tic-tac-toe. Going to Washburn at the rim, he's fouled. I think it was Aji underneath. Get another look at Kenny attacking the basket, and it, funny enough, created more space for Gilbeck. That time, one of those like delayed pick and roll deliveries. That's just how it goes. Washburn short on the first. On the season, Washburn has taken the most free throws of all Pilots. And will go over. Coming into this afternoon, a 76% free throw shooter. Aji taking the bump and still getting the finish. Wandayo, he'll try to go all the way, but is denied. And the Dreamers on the run again. Shot fake, the foul, and almost had it. Again, he's pretty much driving right every single time. It seems like the Pilots need a little bit more help on the perimeter. Gonna look at Stanzania, who hit him on the arm, and Bandayu, who also nicked him on the forehead. Good with the first. Lindringi now up to 17. The lead just keeps increasing for the Dreamers. Overcommit as Justin will miss at the rim. Meeks again doing work, but missing the flip, and the second tip finally goes down. Let's see if Ryan, the ball player, can do better, as Aji ran into a wall there and the ball gets away. A little 3-on-4 offense as Justin with the left hand gets the finish. Washburn jumps out and a curious offensive foul, even though it looks like more or less Washburn was trying to stay in front of Aji. Oh, actually, you see Aji's left arm hook Washburn's leg, and I would say that's a kind of foul that the referees might just go, why? Now Meeks against McCullough, very active hands. Little skip pass to Zanzayan, that just glances off the front of the rim. Really had no chance. Another turnover. This time it's 3-on-1. Hook pass, and Zanzayan will get the lay-in. Assist to Washburn running the point. And then Justin bumping into Kenny. That's a weird way of using your fouls to give, but Taoyuan will check in for him, so maybe it was intentional. A stoppage for both teams to talk it over with 6 minutes and 30 left in the third quarter. It's the Dreamers maintaining a lead over the Pilots.
梦想家人们可以跟着我们的马吉熊一起来拜年啦！好，优尼兽，我们来做个示范，我们来跟我们的梦想家人拜年一下。好，被拍到的梦想家人，来跟着我们的马吉熊一起拜年，让大家龙年可以过个好年，好不好？让胜利龙中来，让你不 lonely。 好不好 ？Happy Chinese New Year to all the family out there。好，来可以跟着我们的马吉熊一起，龙年行大运，好不好？好，我们拍到的梦想家人可以一起来拜年。然后刚刚有拍到上大荧幕的梦想家人，都可以到梦想。
5,000 NT and 3,000 NT plus league gift bags online, pleagueofficial.com/shop. The fans in attendance still trying to figure out how to do the hand clasp to wish each other Happy New Year's as the Pilots and Dreamers break from their respective huddles. The Pilots with a number of injuries in their camp. It's Biao Chen's wrist, it's Li Jiakang's left knee, it's Amdi who's had to get an operation on his knee. But it's not impossible that he might show up later in the season, kind of like his final collegiate season. Out of the timeout, it is Hayden running the point for the Dreamers as Doug on the handoff. They reverse it. McCullough spinning to a tough angle and somehow connecting there. He's now got 8 and 5. Backdoor as Meeks will overshoot the reverse. Put his head down in some disappointment perhaps. Hayden overdoing the alley and a body bump foul on Taoyuan as McCullough going for the alley-oop. And a dangerous play there. There you see him shoot before he really even got to his apex, and there you see Taoyuan use his elbows. Though I think the Pilots might argue that the pass had no chance of reaching him. Pilots match up as McCullough going to the rack, missing. Back to Meeks. He'll get an open shot and swishes. Kennedy Meeks now with 8 points on the game. High screen for Hayden, but the Pilots recover as backdoor Lu Guanyang to Boyd with an offhand even. The scoring continues to climb as the Pilots try to get on the same page. A lot of pointing, but not a lot of offense as Meeks will clink that shot. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, Hayden is running the show. Hayden will try a three, and that one's airballed and out of bounds right away. And after getting some treatment, Justin is checking back in the game along with Brown. Get another look at Boyd using his left hand. Put it up with enough touch and good things happen. Justin with McCullough in front of him. He'll try a right side step back, almost. Dreamers swing it as McCullough with the left hand will be forced to miss. Boyd again cleaning things up. That'll mean the Pilots call a timeout with their offense falling very stagnant. Another look at Chris McCullough, maybe taking some contact. Meanwhile, Boyd, the same angle, but just cleaner. That one did not seem like a very clean contest by Meeks, but the end result is Dreamers now up by 11 over the Pilots.
You see diving, like they have problems talking about triple switch. Talk to the forward of triple switch. Okay, when it's open, Makulo, be ready. If you have problems, they go in, they push you. We go triple switch, and we take Makulo down. Makulo down, one for river. Hey, open. Let's go to run. This play, we go 8 regular. Get it? Yeah, me, 2 meters. Go. If they break, take you the ball and start you can go from the middle. 1 on 8. Let's go, yeah. Let's go. Retake it.
The newest member of the Pilots, you've seen him sitting next to now Anthony Lawrence, that's former Dreamer in fact. Taoyuan was with the Dreamers from 17 to 20 while also being a graduate student player at ESO University. Then he signed with the Taiwan Beer in 2020 on account of the pandemic and was with them to 2023. The first pilot ever to wear number 8, but we have yet to see him. Sean, he'll launch from 3. That's no good as team rebounding by the Dreamers, and they look to continue to push this lead. Doug on the catch and shoot, and Hayden with momentum, he'll grab the rebound. To Julian Boyd, too strong. Pilots are going to bring on Guan Dayo while the Dreamers are contemplating a video replay challenge. Brown will try from outside and still Justin jumps the pass, and now they got a 3-on-2 as Boyd, good effort there, pokes it out of bounds. Washburn in for Meeks. So far, this third quarter has been the Pilots ever since the earlier goings have been kind of stuck in the mud offensively, as denied at the rim once and twice. And that'll be a traveling call. with words on that side and with gestures on this side. The referees are given an explanation. So there's the one clean block, and that definitely looks like a tie-up with, at best, would be a jump ball for the Pilots, but certainly not nearly enough offense from one Alec Brown against two Dreamers imports in the paint. Ryan avoids the defense and missing the floater, as that one will bounce right in front of us. He had more than a step on Taoyuan running around a staggered screen. Going baseline, Boyd is fouled. We still have 14 minutes to go in the ball game, but the Pilots look all kinds of outmatched out there. Some Pilots fans trying to make some noise from the corner, but there's a simple Aji back screen, and Guandayo doesn't switch or doesn't communicate. Pilots get it to Washburn down low, keeps it high but misses as Aji comes in with a rebound. Kind of a modified horn set, as Boyd will miss from the middle, as a big scramble in the middle. You definitely feel the frustration on the Pilot side as they're called for the foul. Second foul on Guandayo. Get another look.
They have led us in fouls every quarter. Every quarter we foul them, they never foul us, huh?
I believe that's the first miss at the line for Aji. Also has 4 rebounds and 3 assists to his game, as he does salvage one made free throw on the trip. The pass gets through and a turnover by the Pilots. Didn't I just say something about the 14-minute mark? Well, I think that'll go on Taoyuan, as Brown was perhaps not ready to receive. Aji to Lu Guanliang. A lot of one-on-one for the Dreamers as he leaves it short. Numbers for the Pilots if they can push it. Justin into open space will hit the floater. Find a little bit of energy on the road team side. Now it's Walco trying to attack the stagger screen. And now he's called for the travel. You look at previously, Justin correctly read that there was space baseline, but of course, maybe had to have a little heart attack floater over Gilbeck there, leading the league in blocks once again. Washburn pushed way up high. Now try to get a handoff game with Justin. Over to Brown. He'll get a catch and shoot. And Washburn can't help his buddy out. Misses and takes a spill. Dreamers have a lot of space over on that side. Walker will fire, and he's short. Gilbeck, he'll try the fade away and drops it in. Goes to go with some finesse there, and that makes it a 14-point Dreamers lead. Taoyuan is fouled by Ryan on the drive with 7 seconds left. The Dreamers still have a foul to give, or a foul to take. Third foul on Lu Guanliang. A little offense, defense to bring in a Kenny and a Hayden. And a foul as Washburn was cutting through the lane. Third personal on Gilbeck. Looking at the team stats on the website, you can follow along PLeagueofficial.com/game/475. Seems like nobody has 4 personal yet, but a lot of 3 as Washburn tries to go under and cannot even get the shot off cleanly. A little stare contest before we head to the 4th and final frame in this one.
谢谢女孩们 ，Formosa sexy。
Plus League 球迷 ，All My Basketballs， 我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英语吧，教你篮球的英文俗语。欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。Another look at the final play for Washburn. Might have a little bit of an argument there. I think the only referee's defense is they observed that Gilbeck's arm did not move, and Washburn rose his hand up into the defenders. Pilots will start with the basketball to start the 4th quarter as Brown looking for a handoff there on the left side. Tony Ray flips it back to him. The turning hook is short. Pilots recover, having been a little bit offset there defensively. Now they reverse it back to McCullough, and he's way off the mark. Brown from 16 feet. Walko goes under the stagger screen. He sets the ball screen as Julian Boyd's called for an illegal screen. Johnson, ran into him. And again, I continue to make the argument, maybe sometimes you can avoid illegal screens as a screener by warning the defender. And the reason why I say that too is because when the defender hears screen, they're supposed to avoid the screen, as Washburn is denied at the rim. McCullough lost the handles, and there'll be a turnover the other way. Doug Creighton will check in for Walko as still looking for the Pilots to make a move. Justin with a sidestepping three. Immediately trying to go for Washburn, but a good read by Boyd to jump the pass. He'll go right at Alex Brown. Good position. He goes to the reverse as I don't think he quite had the angle, but this time it's the Dreamers who'll get a second chance. On the roll, McCullough clutching and called for a travel. Would have been a very highly skilled maneuver. But maybe the extra step is how he got free, as Kenny Chen will take Ryan's place. A big kick of the basketball. Good thing our audience members over there were paying attention. Might have not delivered the basketball all the way. Now they're ready to go. Looking for Washburn on the cross screen as Tanzania from way downtown. So finally knocking down a three for Tanzania. Same rate. Wrapping McCullough will commit the foul. His fourth personal. Point set for Achi, maneuvering left. Getting it back, looking for an option as he's putting on the dribble moves, loses the handle of it. Justin trying to beat everybody down court, and he's fouled. But Kenny Chen ended up with the basketball. And a look at Achi kind of dribbling into that double team, and the other side. And again, Kenny might have an argument. In the second half, Justin was held to 4 points. And now he's missed at the free throw line for the third time. That matches Joey Shang's 1 for 4 for the most misses in this contest. Well, the Pilots close the deficit to 10 as Gilbeck is ready to check in for the Dreamers. On the switch, McCullough given the left lane. A good timing play, bumping Jason Washburn just at the right time. Little diamond set for the Pilots as Justin will kind of launch that shot kind of wildly. I don't even think he got his mechanics all lined up despite being as open as he was. Hayden working with Boyd, now finding the pass as I think it was back tap by Brown. Less than 7 seconds to switch. Brown helped and forces one miss as a blocked shot will result in a takeaway for the Pilots, you could say, as Justin from the right cans it. And just like that, the Pilots are back in the picture. We got the following messages for you as the Dreamers called the timeout.
梦想家人可以跟着镜头做一些拜年的动作，然后我再帮你们搭配一些吉祥话。好，跟着壮壮，跟着壮壮一起来拜年一下啦！我们有龙年行大运，一起过个好年。好，我们跟着壮壮一起做出一些拜年的动作。祝我们的梦想家人都可以在龙年过个好年。好，粉丝害羞的挥挥手。哎，这个拜年动作做的相当的不错。好 ，All right, Happy Chinese New Year. That's a big heart. 好，来跟着我们的壮壮一起做出手指爱心，或者是要一起拜年也是可以。
If you're just joining the broadcast, the Dreamers find themselves up 76 to 67, but the Pilots had a good sequence of defensive stops and a transition three-pointer made. Still waiting on Lin Ziwei's debut at his own, could say, hometown here in Zhanghua. Dreamers have Hayden running the point, Gilbeck coming up to the catch, Kenny coming for the handoff, McCullough now setting the ball screen, and Doug not touched the ball yet as Justin jumps the pass, and he will go coast to coast. Little 5-point run for number 69. Still a 3-possession lead for the Dreamers. McCullough trying to bring it inside. Doug push pass to Gilbeck, deep positioning and a whistle. One of the Pilots came down to help, and a bunch of guys took a shot on that play. Another look. You see Meeks try to swipe and took a tumble for his efforts. Justin now with 4 personal, so something the Coach Caminos might need to consider managing, or Justin needs to play cleanly the rest of the way. Gilbeck 2 for 2. Washburn with a long hold and does not connect on the jumper. Playing a little burn clock. There's a switch and a mismatch somewhere. Hayden with Meeks in front of him goes right. Flings it up wildly as the Pilots will get the takeaway. Numbers, Meeks and Washburn work together in a little two-handed showtime for Kennedy Meeks. Back to being down just by 7. Doug's ball screen now handoff with Kenny. As Hayden and the two imports are on the side. Shot fake. And no good, as kind of dangerous batted ball will be for the Dreamers. Get another look at Washburn doing the classic pong pong and providing a transition screen assist. Kenny Chen with a head of steam will use the right-handed finger roll to score. The only man unchecked on that inbound play. Down low to Meeks, flipping it to Washburn, having to finish through the contact, and he'll have to earn it through at the line, I should say. Kind of looks like Gilbeck's a little hobbled out there. Noticing that Perlman will make a couple subs. Creighton, who missed that 3, and Gilbeck will come off as Taoyuan will get replaced by a killer on the other side. Washburn already a double-double, now 17 points. Horn said as McCullough tries to clear up middle. Boyd, open lane, can't make. Wandelio flips it to a Washburn who's held. More substitutions by Coach Perlman to bring in some fresh legs. Taoyuan screens for Washburn as they're looking for him on the block. Certainly has a height advantage, choosing the fadeaway. And they say it's off of Boyd. Big handoff, now handoff to Guandayo, who rattles it home. Now the Dreamers lead is just 4 points, 16 to 6, scoring on the quarter. Aji hit by Guandayo as he started his drive. Need to be a little bit more disciplined and low-leveled. Low in the stance, I should say. Well, these free throws important for the Dreamers perhaps to get back in rhythm. Achi now up to 20 points again. Has a chance to surpass that number with this free throw coming up. Yesterday was 2 for 2 at the line. But misses. I'll put that one on the Momo guys. Taoyuan fakes right, now goes left, clutching in the air, but forced into a miss. And numbers for the Dreamers now, as they almost cough it up. Big skip to Walko. He'll try, and all nylon. A good answer by the Dreamers. Taoyuan catching the Dreamers kind of a sleeve, launches from 3, and that'll be 3 free throws coming up. Get another look at Aji pushing up ahead, and thanks to the good spacing, he had a wide open look. Taoyuan with 3 free throws coming up. We'll get the fortuitous bounce. On his season, 8 for 10 coming into today. Looked pretty good on that one. Not been easy for Taoyuan out there. Averaging just about 1 assist per turnover on the season as well, if you consider him maybe that veteran guard. Good rebound by Walko on that 3rd shot. Washburn runs into Aji this time. And that is the last foul to give for the Pilots.
No bonus. No.
And that is only the first foul against Jason Washburn today. Back pass to McCullough, fakes left, goes right, clutching in the air and off the mark, just dancing out of the rim. Taoyuan again with possession, with Washburn screening, sidestepping for a big 3. As Boyd had better position on Meeks there. Now with some space, McCullough will hold it up. Kenny Chen's ready to check in for the Dreamers on their side of the scorer's table. Walko left open on the catch and shoot. Another one! Bad communication by the Pilots as they were trying to switch. And Aji, a great read. And Walko did the rest. 11 points on his afternoon. Pushing the lead back up to 9 points. Get another look as Boyd was kind of cross-matched up, and Taoyuan kind of, I would say, communicated that switch a little late as well. Though size-wise, it'd be a little bit better matchup.
Something simple. Attack this. If you see the big, 1 and here 3. Okay. When we do this in 1 second, maybe to be safety back. Okay. Hey. Defense, on the moment that we have a big match and we switch, be ready to 3-point switch. He can help with boys. Okay, let's go, let's go.
The good news, bad news for the Pilots is in the 3rd quarter when they got down to the Dreamers were 0 for 7 from outside. Well, in this crucial 4th quarter, of course, the Dreamers are only 2 for 8 from 2, but have now made 2 3-pointers, all courtesy of Randall Walko. Same personnel as when we last left off. Guan Dayo will bring the ball up as the Pilots get a handoff to Justin. Now Meeks on the slip, kicking it to Sean. He's got to catch and shoot. Got it! A great design and great execution by the Pilots there. Walko looking for Aji as point guard. Back to McCullough, back to Aji. So the Pilots deny the first action. Now the double comes, forcing up a left-handed shot as Washburn gets the board. A little bit of energy, though the Dreamers match up. Justin, the Guan Dayo, he's got to catch and shoot. Feeling it, another one. And just like that, the margin is 3. McCullough might need to be more aggressive. He's working with Gilbeck together. 2 come over for the handoff as Walko drives baseline. He's got a lane and no, time expired. 2 straight possessions. Another look at Taoyuan with a kind of curious spin move there, and Justin was aggressive enough to draw the defense and left the teammate open, and now Perlman will go for defense. And maybe Hayden's command of the offense. He's in there in the green sneakers. Justin working right. Will put up a tough one with good defense by Kenny. Gilbeck also did good to stay with Washburn on the play. So just about 70 seconds left in the ball game. Hayden getting a Gilbeck screen. They switch and switch back as Walko denied baseline. Trying to squeeze middle, forcing one up. Looks like Washburn kind of took a hit in the side, but he's going to join his team on offense. Justin and Washburn, presumably this screen and roll. There's a skip pass as Guan Dayo collects it. Washburn, a speed move, fading away. Did good enough just to put it on the rim, but that was kind of the 2-for-1 they were going for. Now the Dreamers are in the driver's seat. Any score could be the ball game. It's McCullough on Meeks. Big crossover, goes middle, in the free throw area. No, it's Kenny, chases it, and he had his foot on the line. So 7.8 left on the clock. It looks like Caminos will call a full timeout. It's a very close play here, and yes, Kenny Chen's right foot hits the sideline before he can even offer up a toss. The Dreamers do have 2 full timeouts left, and the Pilots none. But remember, both teams have a player called 30-second timeout. Let's listen in.
Okay, we got Big 1, his corner, Sean and Justin. What I want is this. Sean, go corner. Justin here. On this, if we have the ball here, perfect. But I want this pass to that and Alex in. We need to fight, pass out. Okay, Justin, no delay. Yeah. Look, hey, if what we have is this, no pass mix. When mix is this, what I want is Justin, cut, and look Alex on the left. Hey, let's go to do like this. Let's go to do like this always. Justin, come high. Ball mix, cut. Alex, come in. And look Sean on the corner, one on the corner. No. he cuts through, you go in. When you are this, one or shot, yes, one or shot. You are here, yes, one or shot of the shot. Let's go, go. They go on you, hey, they go. Hey, hey. No problem. Justin, go, go. You have the ball.
So personnel-wise for the Pilots, you probably have heard Alec Brown is in. He's right now positioned himself as the inbounder. It's Kennedy Meeks, Guan Dayo, Justin, and Zhou Yixiang. A tight group at the free throw line, and Guan Dayo alone in the corner. All three of the Pilots locals have made a three in the fourth quarter. Julian Boyd guarding the inbound. Got to take the earliest open three. Justin maneuvering left, putting up a wild one, hits the backboard, and looks like time will expire. Not at all what I'd imagine as a well-executed play. But the Dreamers will take the victory, although it was quite a close one in the end. 87-84 is the final from Changhua, as after a 5-game losing streak, now they've won 2 in a row before the Formosa Dreamers will head to the break. They next play on February 17th in Heping Gymnasium. Meanwhile, the Pilots, February 18th on the road in Xinzhuang against the Kings the next time you'll see them. Well, they put up a good fight, but might have run out a little bit of time at the end. And that last play definitely had a funny look to it. It looks like the Dreamers are trying to position themselves for a photo op, as the red jersey certainly has brought them luck on this weekend. On the game, the top scorer for the Pilots was Justin Lu Junxiang, 23 points on 9 of 20 shooting. The Pilots on the game actually missed 9 times at the free throw line. Meanwhile, the Dreamers get 22 from Gilbeck, 20 from Aji, and 3 others scored in double digits. They were 17 for 20 from the free throw line, despite shooting poorly from the perimeter, only 8 or 6 for 27. Rebounding wise, the Dreamers also had a big lead in this one, according to our website, 59-45. Now we've got everything hooked up for Ling Junji.
Yeah.
Speaking to our colleagues Xiaohu and Eddie on the Mandarin broadcast.
就是因为在上个礼拜3的时候输给富邦，然后自己有看很多影片，就是其实自己有很多空档可以去出手，然后就我觉得就是调整一下那心态，然后可以自己出手的就自己出手，然后就不要想那么多。
Aji sharing that the film study from the week, he saw that there was some opportunities, so wanted to take them with confidence.
就是因为这2场真的对我们来说真的蛮重要，因为连败的时候球队气氛其实也没有到很好，然后就是我希望，大家都希望可以利用这2场拿下胜利，然后可以在过年前，然后就是把名次再往上一点，然后让大家好好的过年这样。
Aji saying really important 2 games, as the team mood was rather down in their losing streak, but now they can head off to their Lunar New Year's in a happy mood. Now asked about having to play some former famous SBL players.
开始看球的时候，就是他在玉龙的时候嘛，然后我觉得有点就不敢相信，就是我自己还可以在场上跟他一起打球，这样。
And Xueling, he said, remembers him from his Yulong days. Can't believe he gets to match up with him here.
处理球就是很稳，就是不许不许。然后我觉得这是我自己之后未来要往这个方面去做更多的功课。
Actually saying Ryan, Li Xueling's a steady point guard, and so that might be something he wants to learn from. One last break before wrapping things up in a final here. Dreamers sweep their homestand, returning to Changhua County Stadium. Yesterday, they defeated the New Taipei Kings. Today, in a close finish against the Pauian Pilots, where the Pilots, by the end, shot the three-point ball better. And that's a big key to how they got back into the ball game. They ended up with more assists and forced the Dreamers into more turnovers. And in particular, the fourth quarter, it seems like the Dreamers result had a lot of one-on-ones, and instead of creating a lot of energy with the basketball with passing, they got themselves in a lot of trouble with a couple near shot clock violations. Coming up is the Lioneers versus the Braves, and looking ahead to the final Plus League game before the Lunar New Year's break, Steelers versus Kings in Xinzhuang. And then after the break on a Friday night on February 16th, it's the Lioneers' turn to play the Kings in Xinzhuang at 7 p.m. Xiao Hu and Eddie Zhang Yaozhou on the Mandarin broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you all for watching this one. And on behalf of our partners and the teams in the Plus League and our league office, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.